How's it going, everybody? I am trying out a new piece of equipment today. I'm not sure it's winning my heart over. It's one of those stands that you can put your phone on, and it has some lighting, which is all good, but it's not as sturdy as my usual tripod. So we'll see how this goes today. So with that said, the workout that I had planned for you today is mostly upper body and core, okay? So we're going to warm up our shoulders, just doing some arm circles, okay? If you want to do the tubing that we usually do, you're free to do that as well. And just kind of, these kinds of stretches, you can do them on the ball as well, okay? It's going to be interesting because I kind of did some of this yesterday just on my own. So pardon for only seeing my bottom half here, just doing some reversed arm circles. The other thing you can do is just shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears and back, okay? And we can go in the other direction as well, all right? And then the other thing I want you to do real quick before we get going here, because we are going to do these kind of in between, any kind of stretch where you can stretch your glutes out a little bit, your hips. All right, if you want to do that, or even a more dynamic, so we usually do this and hang out, but just see if you can do this in a more dynamic fashion, okay? And you might feel a little more looseness through your hips and lower back, okay? So with that said, we have praying planks to start with, and then we're going to do some stuff for rear delts, and then we're going to do tricep dips on the floor. You're going to love them. And then I have some cardio after that. All right, but we'll do a cardio commercial today. Let me see if I can change the perspective a little bit here. All right, so here we go. So praying planks, you may remember these. So you're going to walk your forearms out onto the ball, getting into a nice tight plank. All right. And then we're going to just hold that. We can add some other things to it, but this first round, straight out, doing just the plank. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get into it. Look pretty good. So for the balance on this, I do like to bring my feet up. I find that when I have my feet down, I feel this in my lower back more. And this allows me to just kind of drop into the plank. All right, just stay tight through your core. Ooh, breathe out. Feels good, right? 5 seconds to go. And roll yourself back. You can do a little lower back stretch there. Okay, now, this one's not on the ball. But what I was gonna have you do, actually, let me get a lighter tubing for you. If you have tubing like this with handles, that's great, but if you don't, no big deal. You can even use a dumbbell. I was just trying to change up the feel of this for a little bit. So what I was thinking here is to do, have the tubing underneath the ball of your foot, okay? I'm leaning over, and all I'm doing is trying to just pull out to the side and let them relax. But it's just a little bit different because, actually, I think I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, a little more even. So if you don't have tubing, just use some light dumbbells to do this. All right? And I'm just doing with palms down. So we can change the hand position on the next round, okay? Just do one more. And relax. Piece of cake, right? All right, now, this next one is not a piece of cake. But you'll appreciate it. So you're going to lean back. You want your hands towards your hips, okay? So shoulders back. We're going to do some tricep dips. So one way you can do this is just to press up and get your butt off the ground. But the easier way to do this is to lean back. Okay, actually, let me get this back here a little bit more. So see how my elbows are going back towards the wall? So here, and then press up and straighten those arms, okay? So bend, 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 and then straighten up like that. We're going to do a couple more, just like that. So I have to keep my chest up. I'm also really cognizant of keeping everything here tight, because if I let this go like that, A, I'm not going to get my arms in it, but it's going to hurt your back, all right? So chest up, draw in your abs, lower as much as you can, press through the heel of your hand till you have your arms straight. Fun stuff, right? I wanted to try something new and different. All right, are you ready? So let's do another round of this. That was round 1. You got off easy. All right, this one's for real. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop into that praying plank. Okay, if you want to, you can do a little shift side to side. You don't have to. You can just kind of hang out just like this. All right. And if this is not your thing, the other thing you could do right now is dead bugs. Okay. So pick your poison. These are pretty easy on your shoulders and back, and I should have had something under my knees. I forgot to put something under there. And here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk back. Give yourself a little lower back stretch right there. Okay? And then we're going to do these tubing rear delta flies. I'm going to go a little harder on this one. I think I'll get a little better range of motion. All right. Tubing under your toes. Just like that. Okay? Bend those knees. And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So up you go. That one's hard. This is funny. I can't get it up there. That's okay. Good enough, right? Making me work. Whew. Breathe out. I'm going to try one arm. See if I get a little more range of motion here. A little bit. Like I said, this is just for something different. If you want to use your dumbbells, go for it. It's making me hold them out there a lot longer. Time under tension always helps. Relax right there. And now we're going to do those tricep dips on the floor. All right. So far, so good. So this is almost like doing a boat pose. You can keep your heels on the ground. And here we go. Walk your hands back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. And press up straight. And just keep on going in that rhythm. Okay? Trying to get my elbows straight behind me. How low can you go? Remember, I totally straighten those arms when you get to the top, okay? No cheating. 2 more. Right here's 1. These are burning. And 2. Good job. And give them a little stretch. And get a drink if you need it. All right, and then we're going to go right into those praying planks again. All right. Whew. Let me get this. I think my knees would be a lot happier with these. All right, here we go. Are you ready? We've got 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. So drop into that plank. Breathe out. Find your balance, okay? And I'm really, really tightening up right now. So you could punch me in the gut right now and I wouldn't even feel it. So now you can wiggle back and forth. Give yourself a little challenge if you want. You can go forward and backwards. That also makes this a lot more challenging. Or you can just stay where you are. It's all good. Breathe. And let's tighten up. We've got 5 more seconds. Actually, no, that was wrong. My bad. We're not at 5, we're at 10 seconds. Like it matters. And relax right there. Give that lower back just a little stretch right here. That should feel pretty good. And then let's do these tubing rows again. And again, I'm going to just stick with the tubing because it's here. If you want to do dumbbells, that's totally fine, okay? The other thing I was trying to do, and maybe we'll do this one this round, is just have this like this, so that now you're working your arms or your legs as well, okay? So here we go, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I actually like this lighter weight and this stance. So yeah, you choose. Wow. Burn, baby. So what I'm going to do on this round though is I'm going to just do 20 seconds here and then 20 seconds on the other one. We're going to do one more and then I'm going to switch. All right, so just stamp it, get in that balanced lunge position, and then start pulling that tubing, just like that. Piece of cake, right? I'm just letting my shoulder blade do this. I'm not trying to yank it up with my forearm, just pulling with my shoulder blade. Breathe. 2 more. Here's 1 and 2, and relax. Give those shoulders a little stretch. Okay, thumbs up and just across your body. That's always a good one. Okay, and here we go with those tricep dips. They could be harder, trust me. I can have you do them off a bench, but actually I thought this was a good burner. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So lower and straighten. Elbows really, I'm trying to keep them straight behind me. Okay, not out like a chicken. Straight back, straight up. Kind of letting the weight of my upper body fall onto my hands here. And then straighten it up. So far, so good. Stay strong through this. Let's get 2 more. Ready? Lower. Straighten as much as you can. 1 more to go. Elbows straight, and that's it. Yay! Round 1. Finite. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to do some shuffles. So get a drink. Now we're going to do a little cardio break here. Just running back and forth. I shouldn't say running, but shuffling back and forth. Okay. So I'm just clearing some real estate here. So we can do this. We're doing 4 times with 30 seconds. Okay. Like 10 seconds rest in between. Let me see if I can fix this angle just a little bit. And this is where this equipment was a little squirrely earlier on. It didn't want to stay. All right, are you ready to go? So we're gonna go here in 5 seconds, just back and forth, staying low. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So back and forth, stay on your toes. If you have enough room to actually go like down the hallway or something, or across your kitchen, go ahead and do that. But what I'm trying to do is stay here, but I'm also balancing. When I get to this other side, I'm bouncing on that foot before I go in the other direction, okay? So make sure those knees are bent. Kind of hopping, sorry. It happens on carpet. 1 more. And relax right there. What I want you to do in just 10 seconds, side to side, okay? Side to side. There we go. Are you ready for round 2? Do 4 rounds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go, balance. Shuffle, balance. There we go. See how I'm trying to keep my arms right next to me too? That kind of helps with my balance. Finding a spot on the floor also helps. Woohoo! Keep going. Stay low. That's it. Come on. Got like 5 more seconds to go. And relax. Little hammy stretch. Side. Side. All right. Back in it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Running out of real estate. I actually do have a hallway, but it'd be kind of funny, like, see ya! Go into the garage! That's it. You got this. Woohoo! Holy cow. Stay low. One more little side shuffle. Relax right there again. Go into a hamstring stretch first. Okay. So side to side a couple times. And then we're going to go back into it. Ready? Whew. This is your last round of your cardio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You're going to hate me. But we don't do a lot of cardio. So if you can get your heart rate up, that's awesome. If you have the surface that you can get really low, all right, that's what I'm really trying to challenge right now. It's just staying down and on my toes. So you are going to feel that in the front of your quads here a little bit. So don't freak out if you're like, they're burning. Whew. You got this. One more each side. And relax right there. Do a little ham stretch. Right like that. And then a little feet wider. Side to side. Because that motion does do a lot of work those inner thighs a lot. Okay? There we go. Get a drink and we're going to be ready for our next round. So far, so good. All right. Whew. Now this one, this next round, is a little weird. Not like awful weird. We're going to sit on the floor again. And we're going to do another thing with the tubing. We're going to have it around our feet. Okay? And we're going to do some rows that way. Let me get my tubing du jour. So, I'll just demonstrate this and then we'll get into, and then I'll show you our next exercise after that. All right, so this one is kind of my infamous twofers because you're going to be working your core to stay up tall, okay? And you want the tubing around your feet, okay? You find this actually is a little, it's just kind of in between for me. So what I'm trying to do is stay tall and I'm pulling with my shoulder blades, okay? So that's our first exercise. Second exercise is with the ball between your ankles like this, okay? Now we've done a lot where we've gone into pikes. This one, you're gonna have arms to your side, tuck under your pelvis here. And what I want you to do is rotate. So you're doing a little twist, coming back to the center, twist, and come back to the center, okay? Now, that sometimes will bother your hip flexors, so we're only gonna do it for like 15 seconds and then take a little breather, okay? So, woohoo, but they're fun. All right, and then after that, we're just doing some shoulder stuff, and low back extensions on the ball. All right? So get your tubing. If you have the band, you can just put a band around your feet and do one arm, okay? And I'll do a little longer intervals, okay? Or if I were you, I would do longer intervals. All right, are you ready? Too much fun, guys. All right, so here we go. Get those shoulders back, okay? I already have my belt line drawn in pretty tight to keep myself nice and tall, okay? You're gonna find if you don't hold yourself here, what's gonna happen is you're gonna let your lower back kind of round, and that's not gonna be good for you, okay? So, stay tall. All right, here we go, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm just rowing. I do have my quads nice and tight too. They aren't bent. I'm trying to keep everything contracted. So now I'm working quads and abs, back. The other things are a bonus. So keep those elbows right beside your torso, okay? Don't let them go out. Everything stays in tight here. 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. You can give yourself a little stretch just like that. All right. And we're gonna get our ball. And again, if you don't have a ball to do this with, you can use a pillow or something like that. Okay. Here we go. Medicine balls are not an option. Unless they're like a pound. All right, are you ready? 5 seconds here. I just get your pelvis tucked under, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So start twisting and go back to the center. Lost it. Quick recovery. Too much twist. Just always coming back to center. I also have my shoulders off the ground. If you want to have your head on the ground, that's fine. When I bring my shoulders up, I'm actually working those abs a little bit more. All right, let's do 2 more here. Sorry about that. So yeah, we're going to do like 15 seconds, but obviously this bigger ball is a little more challenging to manipulate. Whew. Just like that. Okay, and relax. And I have a hip flexor thing for you to try just real quick. Okay, my chiropractor did this to me the other day. And I laughed and cried at the same time. So it tells you how good it feels. But right at your pelvis, if you dig in your hand a little bit, push in there. Okay, have it at 90, your leg at 90, and push in there, and then extend, nice and easy. And then come on back to 90 again. Dig in there, press, and go back down. Now we're going to do the other side. Ready? So push right under your pelvis. You'll feel it. And then, oops, sorry, my leg went. I wanted this at 90. And just a little flexion and extension here. Just like that. Awesome. All right, now we're going to do some dumbbell raises for your shoulders. And we can do these kneeling actually. All right. And then we'll do some low back extensions on the ball. All right. I had to throw in that little stretch. I wanted to show you that. Are you ready? So the shoulder, we're going to do, you can do both of them at the same time, or you can alternate arms, okay? So here we go. Tighten up through your belt line, tighten up your hamstrings, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just up and back to your hips. This is one that challenges everything. This is a little bit easier. If you're finding like that other one is a little bit too hard, just do alternating arms, okay? If you can handle it, just do this. Or the other way you can do this is just to have one dumbbell, thumbs up here, okay? And we'll do one more this way. Sorry I gave you all those options, but depending on where your strength and your comfort level is with your shoulders, you find one that works for you, okay? So now let's do those little back extensions. Get your feet on the wall, chest over the ball. All right, here we go, up and over. And we're gonna balance here. 1 in 5 seconds. I'm gonna use a weight right off. Ready, 3, 2, 1. So lift and relax a little bit. Just keep that rhythm, keeping your chin down. I have a love-hate with these. They feel so good, but they are challenging for sure. And don't forget to breathe out right there. I don't want to sound like I'm hyperventilating into the mic. 2 more to go right here. Come on. 1, nice and strong. Little breather here and another pull. Excellent job. If you want to just drop over the ball for a sec, totally fine. I'm going to get a quick drink and then we're going to get on the floor again for those tubing pulls. All right. Are you ready? I'm going to go a little harder for the, I do have a selection of tubing, so it makes this easier to kind of gauge what level. All right, straighten those legs. Are you ready? So tighten up through your core, and we're going to go here in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So pull, chest up. I'm letting these relax, but not like totally relax. There's a little tension here. And I'm just trying to use those shoulder blades. Like, there we go. Everything tall and tight. Cool. I'm leaning back. Sorry about that. Good to know that your body wants to just go, woo! One more, and relax right there. And you can give yourself just a little stretch. Right down like that. Okay? Okay. Now the twist that I did not make look so great, did I? I'll try again. So here we go. This is funny. I just inflated the ball the other day, so there's not a whole lot of give with it. All right. Are you ready? So head back if you want, or chin tucked up, shoulders up. You're going to feel that engaging those top abs a little bit more if you do that. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So twist and come back to center. It's just a little shift. You should feel this like right above your hips. So you're working those oblique muscles just a little bit. If you can hang in there, let's just do a couple, 10 more seconds. Let's just do like 1 more on each side here, okay? So twist, always come back to the center, twist, and come back to the center and relax. And then we're going to do that hip flexor. So press, all right? So get your leg at 90 degrees here. Press into that right underneath your hip bone if you can find it. Usually you'll feel something, especially when you start going out, that's like, ooh. So come back, nice and easy. Dig in and stretch. We're gonna do one more, or other side, two on this side, and then we'll go into our last round with the rows, okay? Hope you're having fun. So it's like different and challenging at the same time. Awesome. Okay. Enough of that. Let's get those shoulders working. Okay? This is kneeling. Okay? So I want you to, if you want to stand, you can, but we're trying to work more core during this workout. So the kneeling actually forces you to just use this a little bit more. Okay? So with that said, and again, I showed you can do both alternating or one dumbbell and that way, okay? I'm gonna try both here. And are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So up we go. Just like that. Working up a sweat, guys. Whew. I'm really trying to keep my chest up. Okay, keep your posture as straight as you can. When those dumbbells come out away from you, you should feel that right at the center, like, oh, yep. Tight, tight, tight. 2 more. And for these, I do like my thumbs up. That's a pretty safe range. Like if you're like this, it turns the bone in your shoulder socket, so that's a little, it just gets a little clunky. So if you have your thumbs up, there's a better range of motion. So just keep that in mind if you're like trying to figure that out. All right, here we go. So let's do low back extensions on the ball. Love these things and hate. With the weight, I hate. They're hard and they make my hamstrings tight. All right, right? Now I'll give you 10 seconds here to get into position. Shoulders should just be clearing the ball here. All right, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin. Keep those elbows out to the side. You're also thinking, lifting from your lower back, okay? You are using your hamstrings, but the main initiation of this movement should come from your lower back. Keep going. I think we can get 2 more here. 1 and 2, and relax right there. Excellent. Whew. And let that lower back kind of just round out. Okay, I like to use the ball sometimes to get extra range of motion because I can press into this. And what I'm doing right now is just trying to press my back in the opposite direction. All right, feel good? All right, 1 more round to go. Doing great. So if you need a drink real quick, actually I might get one, and then we're gonna do our last round. We do have a few things for more core. Actually, it's more stretching. All right, are you ready? Get that tubing, and we're gonna put it around our feet. All right, I'm gonna go here. And like 5 seconds, okay? Stay tall, chest up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pull. Just back and forth. Tighten those quads. Feeling like the tubing is running away from me a little bit. Flex your ankles. So everything down here is super tight. This is tight. The only thing that should be moving is my jaw, sorry, and the shoulder blades. Just keep rolling away. You got it. Couple more. right there, and go into a nice little hamstring stretch. And I'm just letting my lower back relax as well. Okay. Now for the fun one. Twist away. You ready to go? I'll give you 10 seconds. Remember, when you do this, this is kind of like dead bug, where we have to have our lower back on the floor, okay? So here we go. Get set. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and twist. Come back to center. There you go. Just let one foot go behind. Feels good. It's amazing how hard your abs can work when we're hardly even doing anything. It's like, holy cow, I'm losing it. I think we can do just a couple more. If you needed to take a break, that's okay. I'm on a roll. You gotta work with it when it's going good. Here we go. One more on each side. Always come back to the center and relax. Oh, all right, hip flexor stretch. Dig in. This round actually might not feel so bad on that now. Or you might not feel it at all, but. So the weird thing about the hip flexor, I don't know if you know this, but that is one of the places it attaches. But it also attaches to one of the last vertebrae. So it just is super deep and hard to get to. So even though we're stretching them, the other attack is to do this kind of stuff. I've had massages too where they've gone like under my rib cage. Holy cow. So just so you know, like that's a really, really deep muscle that if you're having some issues with, check out massage or chiropractic with body work to see if they can help you. All right, here we go. Actually, the only thing I have left for you is to just stretch and do, I call this the model stretch. All right, so you're just trying to drop your hip towards the floor, okay, pressing your upper body away from the floor, and then simultaneously just trying to let that hip relax. Easier said than done, right? Or this might not really be a big deal for you. I find it feels pretty good. Other side. And again, if you want to do this longer, go for it. I'm just trying to demonstrate what I think might help you out. So, pushing away from the floor, and then this is drop. See how I shifted? I'm like, this didn't feel that bad. So, find an angle that works for your hip flexor stretching. Okay? There we go. Awesome sauce. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I know this was a little long, but I hope it was worth it. And we'll see you again on Wednesday. Thanks.